after Joel Schumacher made Batman silly.
Never leave the cave without it.
But before Zack Snyder made him a joke.
Why did you say that?
Chris Nolan made a movie that got The Dark Knight just right.
Where are you?
Here.
Batman Begins. See one of the best, yet oddly not that successful Batman films that was so good, it allowed Christopher Nolan to do whatever he wanted afterwards, except distance himself from the franchise. In this perfectly told superhero origin story, back when we weren't sick of superhero origin stories, that realistically explains how a boy became a crime-fighting bat ninja instead of a trust fund kid with a deep-seated fear of wells. I mean, had to be even odds he'd become Well Man, right? Experience, a feature-length attempt to ground Batman in reality, where the Batmobile was just a bridge-building rocket car Wayne Tech had laying around. The Batcave was simply part of New York's Underground Railroad.
Your great-great-grandfather was involved in the Underground Railroad.
And the bat shoes that summon a giant cloud of angry bats are, total BS. But who cares? How cool is this? Follow along on every step of Bruce Wayne's heroic journey, from cosplaying as a hobo, to stealing food, to blowing up a school. And witness his brutal training at the hands of the Liam of Neesons. The League of Shadows. A group with a sinister plan to stop crime by using a microwave gun to vaporize their special fear juice to kick off the purge.
Good help.
Wait, what? I thought this was supposed to be the realistic one. That sounds like something Adam West would go up against.
It's a sad pill to neutralize the laughing gas.
But the League of Shadows aren't the only criminals plaguing Gotham. There's also Batman, who, if you think about it, is a violent criminal who answers to no one, waging a one-man war on the law itself.
What do you want?
Too much evil. I'm Batman.
Yeah. Third degree murder.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Sorry, still counts as murder if you make a train do it. Joining this loner on his one-man quest for justice are a lot of other people. Like Alfred, a butler so loyal, he'll drag Batman's sedated girlfriend into the back of a car, no questions asked.
Little the worse for wear, I'm afraid.
Lucius Fox, a man who might be helping Bruce to be a better serial killer for all he knows.
You won't tell me exactly what you're doing. When I'm asked, I don't have to lie.
Jim Gordon, a cop with the morals, glasses, and mustache of Ned Flanders. Rachel Dawes, a childhood friend with a mysterious past of drinking condensed milk.
Alfred still keeps the condensed milk on the top shelf.
And, holy shit, is that King Joffrey? That is him. Why are you giving him military hardware? Take him out before it's too late. So strap in with a movie that saved Batman from puns and irrelevance.
Let's kick some ice.
With the right mix of gritty realism and comic book theatricality. That's a perfectly focused, character-driven story, except for the whole third act.
If they get their machine into Wayne Station, it'll cause a chain reaction that'll vaporize the entire city's water supply.
And the fact that half the dialogue is cutesy repetitions of things someone said earlier.
It's a bit technical, but the
Key thing is
that my company's future is secure.
it's not who I am underneath, but what I do defines me.
We're never dead enough to mind this.
Didn't you get the memo?
Shut up! No wonder this movie's so good. They only had to write half a script. Starring Derelict, Gotham Abbey, Roz Actually, Rachel Dawson's Creek, Sirius Blue. If I only played Bruce Wayne. Can't want to not be wasted in this movie, but he is. And what does the fox say?
A ring-a-ding-ding. A ring-a-ding-ding.
How Bruce Wayne got his groove back.
The League of Shadows has been a check against human corruption for thousands of years. We sacked Rome, loaded trade ships with plague rats, burned London to the ground.
Cancelled Firefly, made Crash win Best Picture, discovered Justin Bieber, made Harambe a meme.
All right, I'm actually surprised that they didn't try to find more to bash in this movie. It's a really good film. It's a really great origin story. So Honest Trailers, I think, did a good job of making fun of what they did, which is mainly about, Bruce Wayne and Batman being the main bad guys. He's the one that's, committing arson. He's blowing up a school. He's, doing terroristic acts. He's doing property damage, all these things. Attempted murder, manslaughter, third-degree murder. So that was actually a really funny part. I love that part in the Honest trailer. Also the piece about how there's a lot of dialogue that's just rehashed or repeated by different characters, and how there really wasn't much of a script that was written for this movie. Funny stuff. So I like what they did here. But now, on to the pitch meeting.
So, you have a Batman movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Amazing. George Clooney's gonna be really excited to make another one. Oh, no. You don't want a Batman and Robin sequel? No, I was thinking we could do Batman's origin story, but dark and gritty. It's a guy that dresses up like a bat to fight crime, though. It's not really the kind of thing we can make dark and gritty. Of course we can. How so? Well, for starters, by casting a very serious British actor with a temper. Oh, yeah, that is a good start. Yeah, so anyway, at the beginning of the movie, we're gonna have a young Bruce Wayne fall into a well and get traumatized by bats. Oh no. Yeah, he's gonna have nightmares and his dad's gonna be like, oh man, it's the bats again, isn't it? Oh, poor little Bruce. Yeah, so then his parents bring him to an opera with just a bunch of bats in it. Wow, that is pretty inconsiderate. Yeah, so then he asks if they can leave and both his parents get shot in the alley. Oh my god. So as you can imagine, Bruce grows up with fear being a big part of his life. The fear of guys in alleys with guns? No, the fear of bats. Oh, I kinda thought that watching someone murder his parents in an alley would trump the bat thing, but okay. No, the tiny flying mammals are what spooked him the most. Well, okay then. So then a bunch of years later, this guy Ducard wants to recruit him into the League of Shadows so he can be a ninja. Ninjas? Are you sure this is a dark and gritty film? Yeah, no, they're like serious ninjas, if you say so. So then Bruce and Ducard kind of skate around on an ice rink and play hide and seek together. Oh, and so then Bruce is a ninja? Almost, but first Ducard is like, hey, execute this criminal real quick. Oh, these are some serious ninjas. I know, right? But then Bruce is gonna say, I'm not gonna be an executioner, you doofus. Get out of here with that nonsense. So what does he do? Well, instead of killing the guy, he, makes the entire building explode. Oh my god, what? Yeah, he just blows the entire place to hell. But what if people die? Oh, they do die. Oh, they do? Yeah, the leader, Ra's al Ghul, dies, and a bunch of other guys get ragdolled around. A lot of ninjas die. So what the hell was that thing about not being an executioner? He just killed a bunch of people. No, he didn't kill them. The explosion did. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, so then he's gonna save Ducard from falling off a cliff and head back to Gotham. Wow, so he's like a rogue ninja? Yeah, basically, and he hates crime. And what does he do in Gotham? Well, he's gonna embrace his fear and become Batman. Oh, okay, I guess it's good that his childhood fear wasn't the alleyway murderer guy. Yeah, or instead of Batman, he would have been Alleyway Murder Man. Definitely less cool. So he's gonna go see this guy Fox that works at Wayne Enterprises. Okay. And it turns out that Fox has a bunch of cool superhero gadgets lying around that he's been working on because of reasons. That's very convenient for his plan of becoming a superhero. Yeah, so Bruce is gonna get a cool costume and a bunch of gadgets. Oh yeah? Yeah, he's gonna get some cool explosive things. And what does he use those for? He's gonna throw them at some cops that are chasing him and make their car flip. What? That could have easily killed them. Yeah, but it's not gonna. Right, but he couldn't have known that. If a car flips, there's a good chance that someone could die. Yes. But nobody's gonna be killed, so it's okay. Okay, man. Batman's also gonna become friends with this cop, Jim Gordon. Okay. And they're gonna have these little chats together throughout the movie. Oh, they are? Yeah, like Gordon's gonna put out the trash at home and Batman is just waiting outside for him. Wait, so Bruce was just hanging out outside waiting? Yeah, I guess so. What if the trash hadn't been full that night? Well, maybe he knew that their garbage was gonna be full that night, you know? He is the world's greatest detective. But that would mean he's been keeping tabs on how full their garbage can is, like on a daily basis. I guess so. What if Gordon's wife had put out the trash? Well, he must have known that Jim's the one to put out the trash. Wow, Batman must have spent a lot of time watching over their trash habits. Yeah, must have. Anyway, he's also gonna do this thing where he disappears mid-conversation. Why would he do that? Because it's mysterious. It's rude and inconsiderate, but also mysterious. Yeah, I guess. And we're gonna have Bruce reconnect with his childhood crush, Rachel. Oh, we are? Yeah, and they're gonna reminisce about how they always used to steal condensed milk from Alfred. Condensed milk? Yeah. Can we maybe change that to candy or something? No, you remember when you were a kid and you'd always be like, Mother, could I please have some sweet, sweet condensed milk? And she'd be all like, not until you've brushed Mother's hair, not until Rachel, you've brushed it well. Oh, I think you might have had a weird childhood. Oh, did I? Dang it, that explains some stuff. Anyway, what are the other characters in the movie? Well, there's this guy Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow.
Super
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, and he has this fear gas that makes you go crazy and super scared of stuff. Wow. And Rachel is an attorney now, and she's getting real suspicious of him. Oh, so what does he do? He shows her that they've been dumping fear poison into Gotham's water supply for weeks. Why would he show her that? So we could see it. Oh, okay, gotcha. And we're gonna learn that this stuff gets activated when water evaporates, so the plan is to use targeted microwaves to do that. Wait, but you said they've been dumping this stuff in the water for weeks. Yeah, pretty evil, right? I mean, yeah, but hasn't anyone boiled water or made tea or had a hot shower? I guess not, no, not in several weeks. Wow, people in Gotham must stink. Probably. Very stinky citizens. We're also gonna learn that Ducard was the real Ra's al Ghul the whole time. Oh, so not the one that Batman murdered? No, that was a fake one. Right. And he wants to take the big microwave on a train ride to Wayne Tower and vaporize all the water. Oh, well, that's not very nice. Nope, and some of the stuff is gonna get released and people are gonna get all scared and crazy. Oh, no. Yeah, and Rachel's gonna run into this kid that Batman had a moment with earlier on in the film. Oh, what are the odds of that? Well, what are the odds of anything? I don't know. Exactly. I guess that's a satisfying answer. And then that Scarecrow guy is gonna pop out and attack them. Oh man, it's gonna be hard for Rachel and a child to take on a Batman villain. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, she's gonna be scared for a second, but then she's gonna, you know, tase him in the goddamn face. Oh my god. Yeah, he freaks out, his horse freaks out. His horse? Did I not mention he's on a horse? He's on a horse. Oh, attacking people while on horseback is tight. Yeah, it is. So what happens next? Yeah, well, the plan is for Gordon to use the Batmobile to shoot down the train tracks and stop Ra's al Ghul from getting to Wayne Tower. Oh, sounds like a good plan. Yeah, and so then, you know, he does that. Oh, well, great. And so Batman jumps onto the train to fight Ra's al Ghul. Wait, why isn't it over? I mean, the train's gonna crash. Well, he wants to fight him. Well, okay then. So then they're gonna fight a little bit, and Batman's gonna be like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you. Okay. And so he jumps off the train, and Ra's al Ghul dies. Pretty sure that's still manslaughter. Yeah, but it's not murder. No, not as much as the stuff he did earlier. Batman's a good guy. If you say so. So what do you think of the dark and gritty Batman? Well, it sounds like a good idea, but I think we should balance out the darkness with some jokes here and there, you know? You think so? Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I don't know why, I just have this bad feeling about going too dark with it. I mean, what could go wrong with that, though?
Too dark, yeah. For a hot second, could you imagine Alleyway Murder Man? If that was a comic? I'm sure somebody's done something with that. That'd be interesting if that's the way he went. But thank God Batman. Again, favorite character, love him. If I was a billionaire, I would attempt to be Batman. I wouldn't even care if people knew. I'd be like Iron Man. I don't care. You know that I'm Batman. I don't care. That's what I do. These are funny. Pitch meaning hilarious. Both videos talk about, in a sense, how Batman is somewhat a bad guy, but also, you know, a murderer. He does murder people. In you know, around the bush kind of way. Manslaughter, attempted murder, stuff like that. So, you know, he just does what he needs to do to get it done. And that's why I get why certain heroes don't care for Batman, because of his tactics and what he does. But I love Batman. But this is hilarious. One of the best parts, though, is our producer guy is saying, okay, well, if he's the greatest detective, that means he was really looking at their trash intake for the day or for the week to determine that Jim Gordon was going to take it out at that specific time and he'd be there waiting for him. Did it maybe go that way? Maybe. Who knows? He is the world's greatest detective, even though a lot of the movies don't really highlight that. So I'm really hoping The Batman with Robert Pattinson highlights, you know, just the detective work that goes into what he does as a vigilante, because we don't see a whole lot of that in these movies. We've seen it more in the Christopher Nolan films to a degree, but I feel like I've seen it even more so in like the cartoons, animated shows, and animated movies. I watched Batman vs. Robin last night with my boys. I loved it. It was really great. My first time seeing it. But I just like how these animated movies for DC are just so well done. What's his name? Jay Oliva? Like he's directing a lot of these and writing a lot of these. He does a great job. So if DC could even just take what he does and make it live action, that could work too, because a lot of these animated movies from DC are great. But yeah, these were funny. I like these. The Honest Trailer was good. Pitchman was good. But you guys gotta choose. You guys gotta choose which one you think was better between the two. Which one do you prefer? And why? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm interested in what you guys think. To my hyper crew, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slept Near, K6013, Portal on Mobile 44, Dash Milner, and Daniel Lopez. Thank you guys so much for choosing that top tier crew. I really do appreciate it. To all my members and my subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, whether it's hitting that subscribe button or supporting the channel monetarily. I really do appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. I love it. While you're still here, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel, and it lets me know what you guys want to see more of. Also, if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Think you enjoy what we're doing here, and it helps the channel grow. You can also check out our most popular videos on the channel right over here. You can see our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all of that, then I will see you guys in the comments. We'll talk about this.